But Eman, why would people buy my product if they can just use AI themselves to get answers to their problems? And the answer is they can, okay? Let me explain. Do you think that they know this entire synthesis process we just walked through? And even if they did, do you think they have the right tools to develop such a powerful solution? Given the generic $20 a month AI can barely analyze 10 studies at a time, let alone 150. Let me ask you this. Why do you go to McDonald's instead of cooking the burger yourself? I mean, like, really ask yourself this. Like, why go to McDonald's, right? You can get the recipe with AI, no? Well, the truth is, people don't want the recipe for the burger, okay? They want the burger. Having a recipe and actually being able to put that recipe into practice to cook the burger you want are two very different things, okay? And that is why people pay top dollar for digital products, okay? Because we give them the burger, not the recipe. Now, the only last thing for us to do to complete this third step is launch. Now, we don't simply put our digital product out there and hope we get a home run and thousands of people buy it. No, we are strategic about it. We follow a rapid testing framework that allows us to create this product from scratch and get it out there ready to start making sales in a matter of a few hours. Here's the thing. I'm guessing that time isn't something you have a lot of right now, okay? Am I correct in making this assumption? You don't have a lot of time? I bet even if you are short on money, you're still even shorter on time, okay? So the one thing we don't want to do here is waste the little time that you have. And when I was looking through the results we got out of the Make Money Online Challenge 1.0 that we hosted back in May, this is the biggest difference I noticed between successful students and the ones that failed and gave up. Almost every single successful one was actually short on time, okay? They forced themselves to go through this process as quickly as possible. No time for overthinking or perfectionism. The ones that failed had plenty of time, so they ended up spending way too much time on this step here before ever testing if the product they built was the right one. And it was through this observation that I developed our rapid testing framework to launch your first digital product in hours, not weeks, because originally people had three options on how to approach this launch, okay? These were the three options they would normally do. Option number one, turn each one of the modules of your digital product that the AI developed for you into a video class, which will require recording yourself going through each one of these classes. Option two was voice over each one of the modules and then add slides to it, which would then require you to not only voice over everything, but also create slides to go with it. Option three was use AI to voice over everything and then add slides to it, but it would still require you to generate all of the AI audios as well as create the slides. So regardless of which option you chose, you would inevitably face some initial friction to get your product launched. And listen, as a beginner, you want this process to get your first product launched to have as little friction as humanly possible, because here is where people overthink or get discouraged. But most importantly, this initial friction would stop people from launching more products, which is the key to success with this business. If you take everyone who gets their digital product launched, this right here is what causes 90% of failures. They just don't try enough products, okay? And that is why I developed an alternative approach here, an approach that allows you to pump out products fast and start selling before you ever need to record anything yourself or show your face anywhere. This way, you will only ever spend time on your products that are already generating you money. Wouldn't that be much easier and much more efficient? Well, the way we do that is we first launch this product as a simple 45-page ebook. This is your minimum viable digital product. It looks something like this, and it takes around 40 minutes for you to develop with specialized AI. And all we're looking for here with this minimum viable digital product is proof of concept. What is proof of concept, you might ask? One sale. Remember what I told you yesterday on episode 1? With digital products, the person who makes one sale makes 10 sales. The person who makes 10 sales makes 100 sales. And the person who makes 100 sales makes 1,000 sales. We just need one sale to figure out if this product sells or not. If it makes one single sale, in that case, we have proof of concept. And then we can decide if we want to turn it into a recorded product or not, or if we want to simply keep running it like this. Some of the most successful digital products out there never even evolve into the final version of recorded classes. They just keep selling it as ebooks, like the woodworking guide or the no grid survival project. Now, here's what makes this entire system so powerful. This isn't a one shot and pray approach. This is a repeatable 3-step process that you can go through over and over again. All you need to do to become successful with this business is to repeat this process enough times until you find a product that works. Some people will find it on their first try. Congratulations, hooray. Some people, it might take 5, but it does not matter because it takes almost no time to go through this when you have the right tools, and it doesn't cost you a single cent to do it. It is like having an unlimited slot machine. If you had one, why would you not pull the lever as many times as you can until you win? It's just logical to do it. 90% of businesses fail in the first 90 days. I'm sure you've heard this before, but have you ever asked yourself why they fail? The reason why they fail is because they run out of attempts. They don't have what it takes in order to try another time. Dropshipping, you need to pay for ads to test products. Amazon FBA, you need inventory upfront. Affiliate marketing, you need ad spend to find out what converts. Real estate, you actually have massive capital requirements. A restaurant, huge startup costs, okay? After 1 or 2 failures, you're broke. You're out of attempts. And that's exactly why the system is different. You have unlimited attempts. While everyone else runs out of money after attempt number 2, you are just getting started, my friend. And while you have unlimited attempts, you only need to get this right once, okay? Because here is what I've learned after helping thousands of people succeed with the system. You're only one digital product away from the life that you have always dreamed of. I mean, think about it. What would change in your life if you had an extra $5,000 per month coming in? What about $10,000? What about maybe $20,000? Suddenly, you get to decide what you work on, where you work from, when you work, or even if you work at all, okay? When you work, or as I said, if you even work at all, and you can finally take care of your family the way you have always wanted to. You can travel, pursue your passions, or just have the freedom to say no to things that you don't want to do in life. That is what being ungovernable truly means, because when you have a system that can create unlimited digital assets, when you can literally pull money out of thin air using AI and proven frameworks, everything changes, okay? Andrew isn't worried about the next paycheck. Zach isn't stressed about how he's going to pay rent. Kevin isn't stuck in a job that he hates. They are all ungovernable now, and you can be too. And let me tell you this, for everyone who complains that I show my cars, my watches, whatever on Instagram, when you create your first digital product and start putting money into your bank account, how you decide to spend that money is on you. What I teach you is how to make money. No one is telling you to buy a car or an expensive watch. That is up to you. You decide. So can you see how after understanding this 3-step process, the product should be the least of your concerns? And guys, I get it. If you're here, you're busy, okay? Whether you're employed full-time, self-employed, run your own business, or you're even a full-time student. 87% of people in our last cohort were working or studying full-time when they started. The reason I say this is that this isn't about reckless leaps, okay? It is about calculated moves. You build your digital product business nights and weekends until it is generating enough to replace your income. Then, and only then, you make the transition from a position of strength, not desperation. I want you to treat this as your keep your job while building your escape plan, okay? So when you look at your week and all of the activities that don't move you closer to financial freedom, do you think that maybe you could find an extra 3 to 5 hours a week, okay, to reallocate them into building something that can completely transform your life? If so, you're ready to take the next step. So let's take a look at everything we've already accomplished so far. So far in this challenge, you have discovered the $684 million per day digital product industry that is shockingly untapped. Why specialized AI tools outperform $20 a month generic AI tools by 10x, just like a brain surgeon versus a generalist doctor. The exact third layer hack that positions you in blue oceans with zero competition instead of red oceans with thousands of competitors. And how we are using easy to use specialized AI to identify and synthesize wildly profitable digital products, even on topics we know nothing about. How you can sort through 150 scientific sources to synthesize together a digital product you don't have to even put your face on. Why 90% of businesses fail because they run out of attempts, and how you can get unlimited attempts while everyone else goes broke after their second try. And how you've still only seen a tiny fraction of the success people are having with digital products and AI. There are tens of thousands of people making significant income from digital products using WAP. And that is how you know that this stuff works, and it will work for you. After all, it worked for me to generate almost $100 million in digital product sales, for a 60-year-old to sell millions in a digital product on woodworking, for a guy making $8,000 a month selling Fortnite maps without showing his face, for this guy who builds a recurring income of $121,000 a month selling a simple newsletter, for Cyberflow who made $13,000 without even showing his face, for regular everyday people to earn $8.9 million with their digital products in 90 days. And I could keep going on for ages. So can you see how you are only one digital product away from the life that you have always dreamed of? And now, do you understand how having the right specialized AI tools is the key to creating that one digital product, okay? And my question to you is, how would it feel to be able to create as many products as you want on demand by simply clicking a few buttons, which gives you endless chances in order to figure it out? Are you getting excited over the idea of finally making real income from an online business? Wouldn't you agree that right now is the best time to take advantage of this new AI revolution with non-expert digital products? So now the question is, are you ready to act as an ungovernable individual and take full advantage of this before the big boom in this industry? Well, if that's the case, and if you're here right now, I want to offer you a very, very special opportunity. An opportunity to take advantage of the best time ever to create a digital product with the best technology ever to make this happen. And with me being your guide as we do this correctly, not over 1 or 2 years, but in a 90-day sprint. So you can prove to yourself that you have what it takes to be successful. Are you up for that? Are you? Especially if there was a $40,000 Patek Philippe, 4 Rolexes, 5 Cartiers, and a $25,000 mastermind entry ticket on the line. So it is with great pleasure that I introduce you to Monetize. Monetize is the world's first complete system for building profitable digital products without needing any expertise, technical skills, or previous experience. Because here's the thing, we didn't just want to give you training. We wanted to give you everything that you need to succeed. The education, the specialized AI, the monetization, the support, the community, all wrapped under one platform that is literally designed to make success almost inevitable. Understood? And when I show you everything that is included, you will understand why I can make such a bold statement. Let me break it down for you, okay? This is about to get insane, so buckle up. Monetize is built to give you 3 unfair advantages. Number 1, a proven system to create profitable non-expert digital product in hours. Number 2, specialized AI that does the work for you. Number 3, unlimited attempts until you succeed, so that there's literally no way for you to fail, starting with our 4-step system to create profitable non-expert digital products from zero using AI. We have stripped this down to 4 essential steps that anyone can follow. Nothing more, nothing less. Just the exact steps that our users took to generate over $8.9 million with their digital products in the first 90 days. And you are already familiar with them. Number 1, how to develop your product with specialized AI. Then how to monetize it, how to deliver it without lifting a finger, how to scale once you have proof of concept. Master these 4 steps and you are set for life. So let me break down exactly what each step consists of. Let's start with step number 1, develop. Imagine this. What if there was a black box machine that you could push a few buttons on and it could pump out a profitable digital product before your very eyes? Well, that is exactly what you can do now thanks to AI. Inside of step 1, you will discover our AI-powered development system that literally builds your entire digital product for you. It takes care of the entire process from identifying your unique value zone with our 3rd layer rule to synthesizing 150 real-world sources into ready to monetize products, even if you have no previous experience with this, okay? Because our system is specifically designed to help you create non-expert products. With this, you could have your first digital product created and ready to test by this weekend. That is because this system eliminates all the guesswork from the process. So even complete beginners can succeed with it, like Armando, who is completely new to digital products and got to over $100,000 in sales in his first 45 days. Most people spend months spinning their wheels trying to figure out what to create. Wouldn't it be smart to follow a proven system that gets you there in days? Now, let's talk about step number 2, monetize. As you already know, this is not about selling a product. It is about having a monetization system that turns strangers into buyers. So what if you had access to the exact same monetization system used by virtually every single person that ended up inside of this leaderboard the last time I hosted this challenge? And the exact same one I use myself on my own products, okay? And that you'll see in virtually every single successful digital product. The one that follows the exact same flow as Netflix, as Amazon, and Apple, that that all use this monetization system. How much easier do you think it would be to monetize your digital products with a system like this? And the best part is, this entire monetization system costs you $0 to implement. And by the way, I'm not just gonna throw you our monetization system and then expect that you get sales by yourself. No. Here, we're gonna have a very specific protocol that I'm gonna walk you through to get those crucial first 5 to 10 sales. Our users applying these monetization strategies go from 0 sales to consistent daily income streams, with people like Connor generating $16,000 in 24 hours and Rebecca hitting $9,000 on her first launch day. This brings us to pillar number 3, deliver. Remember how I said that this is the ultimate one-person business? This pillar is where that promise becomes a reality, where your business runs itself. Imagine being able to sell the same product 10 times or 10,000 times with the exact same amount of work. How much easier would it be for you to double, quadruple, or even 10x your income if the fulfillment work was exactly the same, regardless of how much you sell, okay? Well, that's exactly what happens when you implement this delivery system. Here's the thing, most business models have the potential to make a lot of money when you do things right. But while they might make money, virtually all of them enslave you in the process. From having to deal with shipping and nightmare logistics, to managing clients and complex service delivery, or simply having to answer customer emails at 3 a.m. It is exhausting. It is draining. And that is why when you build digital products using our 4-step system, this business becomes different from anything else out there, because on step 3, we automate your product delivery. So your business runs 24/7 without your constant attention. This is the exact same structure I've used myself to deliver all of the orders when I beat WAP's record for the most digital product sales in 24 hours, 48 hours, 7 days, and 30 days. Also 1 hour, I believe, as well. I had over 2,000 customers coming in just a few hours, and I didn't need to lift a finger to deliver any of those orders. And the best part is, once you set these systems up, they work for you 24/7, whether you have 10 customers or 10,000 customers. I like to think of this as your set and forget money machine. What other business models out there, or I should say, what other business models out there allow you to have a delivery system so automated that you could literally have 2,000 customers, and that takes the same amount of effort as handling 20. Do you see why our users manage to succeed with this, even if they have full-time responsibilities? This is what allows you to actually enjoy the income from digital products instead of becoming a slave to it. What's the point of building a freedom business if you are chained to your laptop all day? And finally, we have pillar number 4, scale. Let me ask you a question. If every time I gave you $1, you gave me $1, I gave you $2 back, how many times would you give me a dollar bill? I mean, as many times as you can, right? Well, that's exactly what you can do here when you find a successful digital product that is ready to scale. This is where things get very interesting. This is where you go from an extra side income to a real business that can scale to tens of thousands of dollars a month and provide you with financial, location, and time freedom. Because once you have a proven product, a solid monetization strategy, and automated delivery, it is time to pour gasoline on that fire. Inside of pillar 4, we show you our advanced monetization strategies for taking your digital product from a few sales to dozens of sales every single day. This is where we go from 1 sale to 10 sales, from 10 sales to 100 sales, from 100 to 1,000 sales. Just so you understand, I had around 50 people paying me $25,000 for our mastermind, where we spent 3 days dissecting this exact same scaling system in excruciating detail. Wouldn't you love to have the same revenue multiplication system that millionaire digital product creators use in their business? Now, here is actually the most important part of this entire step. Here, we also give you a complete contingency plan and a step-by-step instructions on what to do if your digital product is still not getting sales by this point. Because let's face it, not everyone is going to get this right the first time around. These things happen, and we prepare for it, by the way. And that is the beauty of this system. You can try as many times as you want until you succeed with no extra cost. As I said, this is one of the 3 unfair advantages that Monetize is built upon. And here in step 4, I show you exactly when to create a new product, how to reposition your existing one in case it's not selling, and how to identify what the actual bottleneck is. These 4 steps work together as a complete system, and that is the core of what you're getting when you invest in Monetize today. The reason I created Monetize is because I want to give you the exact step-by-step system to create non-expert faces digital products. Last time we made this offer in May, so many people invested in it that we broke the 1 hour, 24 hour, 7 day, and 30-day record on WAP. Our users then went on to generate $8.9 million in tracked revenue in the first 90 days applying the system. And here's the crazy thing. The version of Monetize that they got is nothing compared to what I'm going to share with you guys here today. When you invest in Monetize, you're going to get the very best of everything needed to launch winning digital products after winning digital products, faster and easier than ever before. And because you are here today, I've also got some incredible bonuses available for you when you sign up for Monetize. These bonuses are insane. I can't wait to show you guys this. Starting with the specialized AI tool that will do all of the work for you. Now, I know that if you're still with me here at this point, it means that you can clearly see that this works and that it is proven replicable process to success. But I also know that although you might trust the process, maybe you don't trust yourself fully. And I get it. Maybe you don't trust yourself. We've all been there, okay? Because this can be overwhelming, especially if you're not big into technology, or maybe it's your first ever business. And that is why I created a situation where you do not need to trust yourself. All you need to do is trust the software. Let me repeat that. We created a situation where you no longer need to trust yourself. Just trust the software. Trust the software we created for you. The software does it all for you. And that is why the first bonus when you join Monetize today is Synthesize AI 3.0. This is the world's most powerful digital product creation engine. At this point, you are already very familiar with what synthesized AI can do. From identifying your unique value zone, so you'll never run the risk of getting into red ocean markets again, to synthesizing 150 plus real world sources into a simple 3 to 5 step solution on any topic, even ones you know nothing about, to packaging it as a ready to launch non-expert digital product within 40 minutes. So that way you can test any idea risk-free and only invest your time in products that actually make you money. And more importantly, synthesized AI is specifically designed to help you create products that don't require you to be an expert. Now, let me tell you a small little secret about Synthesize. Back when I launched Synthesize 2.0, okay, the version before this, I wanted to test if it could actually create profitable digital products. So I did something interesting. I created an entire digital product on mindset without knowing anything about it, okay? And I sold this mindset course, which is a terrible framing, by the way, okay? Just so you understand, this is a horrible product to sell because it's positioned not even in the second layer, but in our first layer. And you know, if you've been watching this stream, you already understand why that is a huge no-go, okay? So the position of this product was terrible. And still, I made over $370,000 in 30 days with it, okay? Almost 13,000 people purchased this digital product. That is 1 hour and a half of work for more than most people make in a year, okay? So wouldn't you want access to the same proven system that 13,000 other people have already validated with their wallets? Do you see why this tool is priced at $2,999 a year? And the best part is, you are getting unlimited access to it at no extra cost to you as a part of your monetized membership. I want you to think, okay? I want you to think of this like having a slot machine in Vegas, except you never have to put money in, okay? Because I have preloaded it with $250,000 in credit out of my own pocket. Yes, it costs a lot of money to run this, okay? As you know, using AI is not free and it can get very, very expensive, especially with the complexity of the tasks that we are doing with the specialized AI tool. But I don't want you to have to worry about costs at this stage of your business. So I'm basically paying for your first AI employee here. That is why I say that you can keep pulling this lever until you hit the jackpot, okay? If you had a machine like this, why would you not pull that lever as many times as humanly possible, okay? Isn't that exactly the unfair advantage you've been searching to finally make it realistic for you to succeed? Now, let me show you our next bonus. Remember what I told you about specialized AI and how it is the key to positioning yourself in the right place before this AI revolution fully hits, while everyone else is still being distracted with generic AI. Now think about this. Why does 41 cents out of every dollar spent online in the US go to Amazon, even when they have such competent competitors such as Walmart? What makes Amazon different? Well, if you dug down to the very bottom of it, you would realize that Amazon simply has a better monetization system than everyone else. And I bring this up because this same pattern happens with digital products. There are products that sell hundreds of thousands of dollars and there are products that sell zero. The difference between the two, their monetization system. Look, I'm already giving you synthesized AI. Most people would simply stop here and tell you that is all you need to succeed. Oh, you just need synthesized, especially if telling you the opposite actually hurts their pockets, if it hurts their margins. But the truth is, that's only half the equation. And you know that, okay? Only having a good product is not enough to make money online. You need to have the right monetization system. And the problem is putting together a monetization system can be highly complicated. It usually requires you to hire a performance marketer, have a very expensive copywriter, invest in conversion rate optimization, run hundreds of tests, and you probably don't even know what most of those things are or where to find them. Not to mention that all of that costs a lot of money, and that's why most people prefer to simply ignore this and tell you, oh, just create your product, don't worry about it. But I have promised you, I'm giving you the specialized AI tool that will do all of the work for you, and that includes both on the product development side of things, as well as the monetization side of things. And that is why this year, okay, in the first year alone, I've had to write a 7-figure check to make this available to you. Ghostwriter OS is our second specialized AI tool inside of Monetize, okay? And it will build your entire monetization system for you. This is a specialized AI tool that takes your digital product and automatically generates all of the content for your pages, of your conversion video, and your checkout, which are the 3 parts of your monetization system, okay? And not only does it write them for you, but it also does a better job at this than most copywriters who would charge you upwards of $50,000 in order to do so. Just so you understand, this is not a simple AI tool that someone decided to develop in their free time in a weekend, okay? This tool has been in development for years at this point, and it's run by one of the most successful copywriters in the world. It is built for marketers, by marketers. I'm actually licensing it from a Brazilian company that has countless active customers paying to use it. It has a hard cost, okay? There's a real tangible cost for this. Now, here's what I'm doing. I'm absorbing the licensing fee that thousands of other businesses gladly pay because I know that this is a missing piece for you to start monetizing your own non-expert digital product. Look, I'm writing a few very large 7-figure checks per year. So because of the number of seats that I'm buying and due to my influence in this industry, I've managed to negotiate a deal with them where I can absorb the cost myself and make this available to you at no extra cost with your monetized membership. Listen, wouldn't it be great to have the best specialized AI tool working on your behalf without you even knowing how it works? Congratulations, you now have exactly that. Exciting, isn't it? Especially one that countless others are paying thousands for. That is why that's where you're getting today at no extra cost with Ghostwriter OS. Now, our next bonus is something I have never offered before. This is the first time ever, okay? As I've told you, one of the principles Monetize is built upon is giving you unlimited attempts. So that the only way to fail is by not trying, which is exactly what you get with Synthesize AI and Ghostwriter OS. Now, I not only want to give you unlimited attempts, but I also want to ensure that you make the most out of each one of those attempts. So that way you're not collecting failure after failure, but rather building your way up to success. And that is why I've built safety nets along the journey, okay? The first of which is our insane guarantee, but more on that in just a moment. The second safety net is our perfect product insurance policy. Listen, you know when you're trying something for the first time and you're really putting a lot of effort into it, but you're seeing no results out of it, and you simply can't tell what you're doing wrong and what needs to change. It's frustrating, isn't it? Well, this is the exact reason most people give up before they succeed, or why most people don't even get started in the first place, because they are afraid of wasting months going down the wrong path without knowing if it will ever pay off. Maybe you can relate, and that is why you are getting this perfect product insurance policy. Let me explain how it works. If you do not make your first digital product sale within 60 days of joining Monetize, my team will personally step in and perform a complete diagnostic review of your digital product and monetization strategy. We will examine every detail: your unique value zone, your product packaging and format, your pricing strategy, your monetization strategy. Then we will deliver a personalized action plan telling you exactly what needs to change for you to get your first sale. This way, even if same team that services our $25,000, $100,000, even $250,000 clients at our consulting firm. Don't you think that with a team like this, you are far more likely to achieve success, even if you do things wrong? So if that is true, you do not have anything to worry about. After all, once you have full access to Monetize, our 3 unfair advantages, the complete 4-step system, Synthesize AI, Ghostwriter, and my team personally helping you if things don't go your way, is it really out of this world for you to make a few sales? Especially of products that people already want to buy? Now, I know that even with all of this, some of you still feel a bit insecure about your abilities to follow this process correctly, because we both know that the devil is in the details. And even with all the tools in the system, there's always going to be something that you don't really know how to approach. And that is exactly why I created the digital product formula. So, you know the 4-step system from our main Monetize offer: how to develop your product with specialized AI, how to monetize it, how to deliver it without lifting a finger, how to scale once you have proof of concept. Well, I've actually recorded a complete implementation training walking you through each one of these steps, every single detail, every click, every strategy, from complete beginner, developing your first product, to first sale, to scaling to tens of thousands of dollars per month. This, by the way, is the exact same training the last cohort of Monetize users followed to generate those $8.9 million in digital product sales in just 90 days. Listen, this is the exact training that Armando followed to create his first digital product and scale it to the point that allowed him to buy his own McLaren at 19. You will watch over my shoulder as I build actual digital products, see every mistake I avoid, every shortcut I take, every breakthrough moment that separates winners from everyone else. Think of it as having me as your personal trainer, but instead of building muscle, we're building your financial freedom. Most business coaches charge $5,000 just for a basic course outline, but you are getting the complete implementation system that's generating millions in real results at no extra cost. Can you imagine the relief of never having to worry what's the next step? Because every single move is literally mapped out right in front of you. With this, the question isn't whether you can figure this out, it's whether you can follow simple instructions. That is the type of unfair advantage I'm referring to when I talk about giving you a proven system. Now, I want to increase the stakes of what we're doing here. I mean, this is already insane enough, no? But let's increase the stakes, okay? And that is why when you join Monetize today, you're also getting a golden ticket to Monetize Mania. This is a 90-day competition we're running where we're ranking the top selling digital products created inside of Monetize. I like to think of this as the great digital product gold rush. Here is how it works. I've connected a real-time leaderboard directly to everyone's WAP accounts. Every sale you make automatically updates your position. And the people who end up in the top 10 after 90 days all win. Okay, this is the competition that generated those $8.9 million in earnings that I keep talking about. And the prizes? Well, let's just say we decide to go a little bit overboard this time. You're going to get a chance to compete for $350,000 in prizes. The grand prize, position number one, is a $40,000 Patek Philippe, similar to what I'm wearing right here. The same watch worn by billionaires and world leaders. This is a generational wealth symbol that appreciates over time. Positions 2 to 5, a $10,000 Rolex each, because success should be celebrated and worn with pride. Positions 6 to 10, we have 5 Cartiers, one of the most iconic watches ever created to represent this achievement. But here's the best part. Everyone in the top 10 gets a ticket to my exclusive $25,000 mastermind. These 10 people will get to fly out to Dubai and be in a room with people who collectively earn hundreds of millions of dollars a year from digital products. I mean, think about this. In 90 days, you could be holding a Patek Philippe, standing in a room with digital product millionaires, having completely transformed your life. Now, you might be thinking, that's cool and all, but what are my chances of actually winning? Here's the thing. Everyone who joins today is starting from the same place, 0. And with our AI systems basically building the products for you, the playing field has never been more level. And guys, do you understand that by doing this, I am putting my name on the line? Look, these earning stats are public. So imagine if I open this, if I opened this last time and my users only made $100,000 with this, I would be a laughing stock right now because everyone would be able to say that what I teach is BS. The only reason I can host a public competition like this is because this system works, because our users make real money with it. And because this works, I can be so confident to the point of displaying the earnings of my users on a public leaderboard for everyone to see. And I know that these $8.9 million that was generated in the last, in the last 90-day competition is going to be nothing in comparison to the number we're going to have 3 months from now. Tell me, is there anyone else in the industry willing to do this? I don't think so. And now you know why. Plus, even if you don't win the Patek, just being in this competition is going to light a fire under your ass to actually implement everything you learn. Because let's be honest, sometimes we all need a little extra motivation, and nothing motivates quite like $350,000 in prizes. As I said, I am not asking you to commit for 1 or 2 years. No, 90 days. This is all you need to change your life completely. So can you commit for the next 90 days? That is my question. Can you commit? Let me know. Now, to wrap up all of these insane bonuses you're getting inside Monetize here today, we need to go back to something that I mentioned yesterday, okay? We actually have a fast action bonus for the first 888 people who join Monetize today. So imagine this. You and I working together side by side, locked in over the next 4 weeks straight. How much of an advantage do you think that you would have over everyone else? You see, the last time I opened access to Monetize, my team and I wanted to test if there was a way to get someone their first digital product sale in record time. So we ran a secret project with a small group of people. It was a 4-week fast track project, 4 intensive live sessions, walking you through the entire process of going from 0 to having your first digital product created, launched, and generating sales, okay? And the idea was very simple. Skip months of busy work and focus only on what actually generates sales. And it worked. The results from this little project were so insane that students were getting their first sales within days of implementing. I mean, we had people who had been stuck for months finally breaking through. And what we realized was that with this, they got the advantage over every that every single successful person has, which is a coach. They got direct access to me. And that is what the first 888 people who joined today are also getting. You and I working together side by side, locked in over the next 4 weeks straight. And here is what makes us different. When I introduce new opportunities to market, I don't just make money with it myself. I create waves of success stories. It creates entire revolutions in the digital market. Just look at what happened back when I was running my agency program. I helped create the most success stories of